Hey guys, it's EllaJ99 and welcome to my SMP 1.18.1 World Tour, because we're going to be updating it to 1.20, so the world will get reset. So I'm going to do a tour of the world like I did with my 1.16.5 SMP, my first one, because this is the second one, so we'll move on to our third world after this. This is the spawn building. I built this on stream before the world was launched, and we've got some beds, some candles. It's all lush cave style. Then we've got a little table which double as barrels. Oh, there's some water bottles in there. Oh, there's some stuff people have dumped in here. And then before people had houses built, they could use this for creating stuff and to get like their first tools. And on this world we have essentials and more commands and stuff compared to the last one. So we got /spawn to take us to the spawn building, and I'm gonna go and shift into creative so that I can fly around to show everyone things. So this spawn is a little island. Oh, I didn't realise I put that there. I did that for Pride Month. I forgot I decorated spawn too, because I did my house and I took those down after June, but apparently I forgot that I did spawn too. Oh well. We've got bridges, little bridges, although it does... Oh no, it's not doing it as much. It sometimes glitches when you look through. But yeah, we've got these little bridges with candles on them and then lights hanging down to get to the mainland. So there's stuff that way, and if we head this way, there is a nether portal, which I believe takes us to the nether hub. And I do know that way is like the world's biggest cave ever. I should try and remember to come back to that because it is huge. That's the spawn portal. What's the one this way? Oh, is this the ocean monument? I think this is the ocean... Yeah, this is the ocean monument. Because we could dry out the sponges easier than... No, I do not want to go back in. Here we go. The one ocean monument. Really? It's still got doors on it from where Moshe put them down. But we've got it all completely mined out. We never did do a farm, but I got all the prismarine I needed from mining it out. Okay, so we're back at the spawn one, so going this way. This portal leads to outside Posme's house, and then down there is my house, and then you can go all the way around, but it's quicker to this way. This one was Dacron's house, little village. Let's go through Posme's ones, and then we'll go to mine after. Okay, this is Posme's portal. A little monkey, like skull, is what this one is. And you can see Posme's house and Moshe's house. It goes Moshe's house, then Posme's, then mine, so we'll come over here. This is Moshe's house. Has been referred to as looking like McDonald's by Posme, hence it now says that. And then we've got this bridge built by Posme in the style of her house to help connect everything. So it's similar to the bridge I've done on stream to connect mine and Posme's house and my island to other places. And we got these stables. Can I get through this way? Use that to get inside. Oh, right, door there. Door is there. And is the basement still here? Because originally the entrance was here. Yes, and there was just this, which is the storage room and the little pet turtle. But now we have all this, and there's upstairs too. And some rooms and a bedroom up there, which if I go outside, you can see there is a pumpkin. And going this way round, you can see one of the original bridges, and then you can see the bridge that I did later on that goes right across all the way to my island over there. And then there's Mosia's first house with the little axolotl pond and all those many turtles. So coming this way to mine, we have, it's nighttime so there's mobs about. We've got my little bee farm, so if I grab this, I'll show you the shop while I'm here. So if I type /shop, so this is the shop. Everything is sorted by what it is, so we've got lumber, stone, the ores, armory, enchanting stuff, potions, workstations, end, nether, redstone stuff, copper stuff, colours, which is everything in all of the colours, and then mob loot, farming, and sea, so all of the coral and the prismarine and fish stuff, flora, so leaves and flowers, mob spawners, they're quite pricey, but I haven't bought many, but there are mob spawners, so people could make farms and stuff easily. And then lighting, music, and other. So that's just the misc one. And emergency. So if someone's in a cave or like about to die and they need something really quick access to like a weapon or food, there's the emergency supplies, which is everything you need when you're stuck at really quick access without having to search. Because technically you could go armory and then find it, but just as a quick one, when you open it, you can easily see that one separate from the rest. Click on it and be like, right, I need a sword, need a pearl, need some armor. So yeah, and if you go here, it shows how much money you have. And I have a lot, but that's because I mined out recently the end island and I sold most of the end stone. So I have a lot. But this triangle here is the rest of the end stone. Because originally I was just putting it in these shulkers to feed down into store, and then I realised I should probably sell it because these are all full. Like nothing else is left to feed through, and I've even got these ones that aren't connected, and then I realised I could just sell it instead of having to mine it when my inventory got full, teleport back here from the end and put it in. I could just sell it while still in the end. So much quicker. Now if I use sell GUI, I just need to put what I want to sell up there, hit escape, and it sells it. And then I can get money to buy more items. And I've got my little tree farm. This is split into 4 because the tree plugin that I have is where you break one block and it breaks up to 100 logs. And I had to split it so that it was under the cap, because otherwise it would cause too much lag. Didn't want someone to like try and mine 1,000,000 and lag out the server, so it's capped. Also that comes as default within the plugin. And then we got storage for when I was sorting out all the items needed for the end island, which you will see in a bit. Bamboo farm over here for infinite bamboo. This was meant to be bamboo that will fuel this. Oh, did I leave it on? So yeah, the bamboo, I get the logs from over there, the bamboo fuels it, and then I get charcoal, infinite charcoal that way. And I have this so I could make the purpler that I needed for the end. Also it grows pretty quick so I could sell it too. And then there's some extra wood that way. And I planned a bit too big for my final house. My design is more for like a long-term world than an SMP, maybe like a long-term hardcore world or something. But I was going to have little chutes everywhere, like you can see here, that come up from my underground base. Maybe some buildings on the top, but as you see, it's quite a big area. And up here is was my temporary house. Turned out was my not so temporary. It's more like my permanent house. But if I come inside, see a mini temporary enchanting room. And if I go this way, we've got the glowberries as my light source. So we've got a bedroom, so I can skip night. And we've got some chests. Oh, there's actually stuff in there. And my ender chest that I haven't really used that much. And then up here we go to my storage room. That's stuff to put away in there, but everything is labelled. And then we got space to expand, and we can access my crafting table from down here if I need to. And if I go up, we have my little automatic kitchen. I guess this is more the size of the kitchen that you have in the final house. And so we've got another crafting table as well as that one, and some stone cutters. And then some leaves, looks like it's raining up there, and an anvil. Go the whole way down and close that. There's a little pressure plate there, so if I go along that and walk here, so then we drop down into this dome, which actually took longer to make than I thought it was gonna. And we got these little ponds, each have 3 little fishies that are name tags because I didn't want to risk them despawning after spending money on them in the shop. And some coral, and then there's rooms in each of them. I guess I'll show you the inner rooms and then do the outer rooms, because it's very complex and I get lost, especially with not having finished building it. And so I've got red to represent an inner square and orange represents like an outer square. So here we have like a library, so we've got an enchanting area, an anvil, and this is for any books or lapis so that I could enchant. And then I've also got the lectern to be reading, and I do like these shelves. They're one of my favourite bits, and these pillars I'm pretty happy with too. If we carry on round, you can see back there, there's where we were, and there used to be fish down there, up there. I don't think I name tagged it, or maybe I just didn't put fish in all 4 and I forgot. We've got a little rocket room to get rockets for my elytra. So we got a creeper spawner up there, and they drop down, take full damage, die, and they get some gunpowder. Up here we have a sugarcane farm, which is really efficient. Like, really efficient. Way more efficient than the creeper farm, so I end up selling sugarcane, but that's fine. I get money still from that. And some little elytras. Ooh, I heard a creeper drop. And then a crafting table to make it, the rockets, and then we got flight duration 3, and then my flight duration 1s, because I accidentally made flight duration 1, and I normally try and stick with flight duration 3. So, and if we look at the floor, this is rockets like style, so like the red and white, and then this is meant to be sugarcane, and like on the wall here represents sugarcane because it's that kind of pattern and colours, and it's light green, and we have a light green fog effect here with the odd dark green placed down there, which you can kind of see. And this is the reverse. This is like a creeper style, and it's darker green because it's the creeper spawner. And we got dark green there. Oh, maybe they're black, not dark green spots. And yeah, that is it. Also, the corridors here, underneath these we have torches. So that is the lighting system for the corridors built in. And here we have what was be the crafting room. I do actually like this using the pistons as tables. That works quite nice for the display. And I just got a random chain because otherwise it's quite empty. Same with the ladder being there, and we've got a little tree, so we've got the fletching table, got some maps. This is the End Island B4 originally, and then this is spawn, and you can see that little design in the paths. Then we have this with the big bridge there. And then I think that's Dacron's area. Then here we had end. I tried to lock one of the maps and have the other unlocked. And I think it was meant to auto update, so it was like update to show the end now. We've done the island, but I don't think it worked. And there's Posme's house. Oh, and here is my whole island. Oh, so I just went into survival. If I pick one up, look at it, and then place it back down, it does update. Oh, I thought it auto updated while it was on the wall. So, I'm not sure if that one's locked. One of these. Okay, so that's the locked one. I might just check all of them. Okay, and spawn's fine to stay as it is. Oh no, are they both locked? Okay, that one says locked on it. That one doesn't say locked. Shouldn't that update? Maybe it's because it's the end. BRB. There we go, I teleported to the end and then back again, and it did update. Ideally that would be more zoomed out, but oh well. You'll see what that looks like in reality once we've done my house tour. So now I'm back in creative. We'll start this way. So we are now to the kitchen, or what would be my final kitchen, and we have furnaces, all the stuff in there still, and blast furnaces, and underneath this, so if I was to break this, you'll see a row of hoppers, and that goes all the way around to the corner, down this way, and into these chests. So everything produced by all of these ends up down there. So I don't have to go in every single one individually and collect it. It just auto collects down here, and then we've got some fuel there, and one of the chutes up to the surface right here. And I just go whee and jump straight out. Okay, so I'm just going to overlay on the screen an image of my Excel spreadsheet, which is my plan for this house, so you can see how it kind of works with the sections. How you've got like you've got like the middle ones and then the outer ones, and you've got the outer bit, and like the two main squares of pathways. So let's go. This is the stone storage. So we've got clay and brick storage. We've got sand for all the different types of sand. Not that I've actually moved stuff down here from the temporary storage room yet, because I hadn't actually finished building the entire place. Then we've got stone bricks, mossy stone, all my cobble, and then granite and diorite and andesite storage, the deep slate, and then we got a mixed wall there, and we come to this. This actually took a while for the redstone. If I come over to my iron farm, is there any iron currently here? No. Oh, I can hear one of my golems dying. Okay, this should fill up any second. There we go, the golem died, and you can see that lights up. So we had some iron put in there, and you saw one light up over here, which means there was poppies put in. The only annoying thing is it lights up either side of where I want it to as well, but I can put a shotcloth here. In this case, I'm just putting the iron directly in. It goes up, gets put up by droppers, and then along, and then goes into wherever the iron chest is. So it does that for every single material, and I've got a little exit here because I've got a border going the long way and going round here. So if we stay out here, on this other side, in this section, we have a chicken farm, so we can get loads of eggs, and there is little chickens back here as well. If we come out and turn left, so we're still on that mining and stone area. We've got a redstone section, can trigger the sensor. So we've got redstone, hence the redstone is there. Redstone torches is this one, and the redstone lights. This one is for repeaters and comparators. And then we got a little red flower because it's redstone, so we put red flowers. I've gone for this one is hot. This chest is for hoppers. This one is for targets. This is for dispensers and droppers. This is for observers and trapdoors, and hence the same going the whole way along is that what's right next to it is what the chest would be for. And like that's got rail either side, so that barrel, oops. Okay, I think I've sort of fixed it. There we go, that'll do. We fixed it, it's fine. Then minecarts and levers and pressure plates in there. If we head back round, you see we're on the outer ring right now. I'll come back to the buildings on the outside of that. I'll just loop round this section here. Or on the outer bit, we have the candle storage, I'm pretty sure this is. So we've got white flower for white candles, yellow for yellow, and then orange flower for the orange one, red for red, pink for pink, and so on. Apart from that one's blue for blue, that one's magenta. Purple didn't have a purple flower, so that's just plain, but it continues the same sort of theory going the whole way around. And if we come round, we come to the copper room, because this, remember, this side on our left is the mining section. So what's underneath is what's on top. So like we've got normal copper there, so there's normal copper, and that would be that type of copper if I had any, and that would be raw copper. I do like these lights. To my right, while we're passing it, I'll point out my glass storage. So the pillars represent the colour that is below. One would be for panes and one would be for blocks. And then we've got a little light with the corresponding candle next to it. And that goes for all the colours each way around the room, with a little fire pit in the middle going up there. And then at the back here we've got 3 sets for normal glass, because you're always going to have more normal glass. Coming around this way, again going around the middle, around the inner circle, we've got, this is quite a full section over here. So yeah, let's do it now. We've got my little sheep farm. You can see the wool has glitched and gone up there. I believe I can hear my minecart, but the grass will grow back up, and then we've got a minecart underneath going round to collect up the wool, and it'll bring it to here, because like the ore storage, it'll be taken up, come along and put in the corresponding colour, which is represented by the floor and the ceiling. We can even access underneath here. I got my little emergency kit for when the minecart breaks, because it does like to do that. Come all the way around here, you can see the behind the scenes redstone, and then back here, that's the kitchen. So back out here to the right, we've got the concrete powder and normal concrete storage. So double chest for each, and then each colour, and then we've got little stripes between the 2 types of cobbled deep slate under there. And then we got a puffer fish, if I can sugar it. Oh, I probably can't because I'm in creative. That'd be why. And these iron bars with lights in to light it up, and also act as kind of pillars to separate them and dividers. We have another chute all the way up to the surface right here. So, and continue around here, this is meant to be the misc storage or salt storage, either, both, and that is what this room was meant for, and that chute up to the surface is keeping in theme with that. And if we continue round, you can see some more of the paths, and I see this wall doesn't have anything on it at the moment because I never got to that. I'm currently going back to where that chicken farm was. So there's the chicken farm, and we'll go into this room that I said I would come back to later. Also, at the end of each of these little outbits, we have paths heading straight to a room as well. So in here, we've got the dog room. They are all named. So we've got Snowy, Sunshine, Amber, Ruby, Rose, Marigold, Plum, Oceana, Sky, Apples, Chocolate, Midnight, and Storms. Just because I needed names that went with the colour. I've just come back to this room because I was going to point something out. Is I discovered when doing this that these shulkers, because underneath behind them I put lights, you can have light come out because they're kind of glowing. Now back into this room is the cactus farm. You can see the cactus there. So it's got a green floor in a kind of cactus pattern, and I've used birch, stripped birch, because it's kind of similar to sand, but I didn't really want to use sand. And then we've got little mini cactuses as well. So if I head back along that way, we're past that room once again. We now come to this room. I'll go to at the end. We have the enchanted lake area. So we have all of these. Flowers and stuff coming off down from the ceiling, and amethyst as well, and mushrooms. All of that. We will be coming back into this room once I've done the whole loop, because there is a secret room off this room. If you spotted it, you did well. So we've got another bamboo farm, and this one is a lot bigger, a lot more productive, hence a lot more barrels, and it's all jungle themed in there. Then we come to wood storage, or what would be wood storage, and I have a little zigzag for each type of wood that there is. All 4 main ones, apart from the nether ones, because the nether would be in a separate area, and as I said, this is 1.18, so we don't have mangrove or cherry yet. And then we got for the logs, and what is this one meant to be for? I can't remember. Why is there a green? It's either because I ran out of space, or it was meant to represent something and I just can't remember. But we got the corresponding leaves on the roof, so jungle for jungle, dark oak for dark oak, etc. And then we go to the leaves, so this is where the leaves would be. And then we've got all the leaves over here, the flowers and plant stuff, and more storage over here, 1 for each type. And then we come in here and we've got a little tree farm area, so it's nice and lit up so they'll grow. And then this is meant to be to bone meal, so we get flowers and grass. And then I've got special farms for these flowers. I can take it out of the item frame and put it down, fill the dispenser with bone meal, turn it on, and it will just create more. Same with the berries, so it's kind of like an infinite supply. Moss, so that I can get more moss, and some azaleas. Oh, my elytra worked then. And then similar with the crimson and wart, so that I can grow more. And this is all brick because it's kind of an more industrial feel, because it's more industrial. Then we have a little nethery bit, which is just wart and crimson stuff, because as you saw, we got the nether storage over here. So we got places for the logs, and then stuff made from the logs. And then at this cool little corridor, if I just go this way, there's a lot of rooms, we've got for all the types of blackstone. So you've got normal blackstone, polished, blackstone bricks, and then the cracked, golded, and chiseled. And then this way we have the netherrack storage area. So if I go back and come along this little room, back to this one because we don't want to miss it, we've got quartz and basalt storage. So if I go back to this room, there is a room we missed this way, which is the soul sand farm, which takes us back to where we were here. That is where this turns off. And I walk extra fast in here because there's soul soil under there, and I have soul speed on my boots. So, and you can see the little nether portal that way, which if I come through here, you can see, and this is to stop people entering. Because my house is claimed, they can't actually open this. But that is the nether portal we were at the other side of way back earlier in the video. And if I come this way, we can go back round, but I don't think there's any buildings for a while. To the next one of these, which is just lava, and that was meant to be so I can throw things in there and destroy unwanted items. We reach the next one, which is a standard foresty area, not all enchanted like the other one, so it's pretty similar to that. We come to the parrot one, which again is a room off like those outside ones where the nether portal was, and we got the parrot room, so we got lights coming through there. I don't know why those shulker boxes ended up with swirls on. I never did figure why they had swirls on, but we've got parrots everywhere, little bamboo places for them to go, little nests. Oh, and we... How did I do that? And then this would be cool if the item frame wasn't there, but you can see what I was trying to do. And then we got a little place, bird baths, for them to drink from. And then a representation of the sky, so it's like they're outside. Next to that, around the edge, we've got the cat room. We've got these to provide some light, but it wasn't enough, so I had to add end rods. We got Coco, got an E, we got Wisteria. Where on earth did someone rename that one? I think someone renamed that one. Crystal, and we've got one called S, one called R, one called A, and Coco. I cannot remember why each of them are called that. Did have a reason, but I can't remember what it was. Okay, before going down the secret tunnel, I'm just going back to some we missed. There's that concrete room from earlier, and if we come out of that, we have the terracotta storage. So we've got the normal terracotta, and then for all the glazed ones, and we have their proper patterns in order going round. So down here would be for the red terracotta, and up there would be for the glazed, hence the glazed is behind there and the normal is behind there. And then we got these little shelves with jungly decorations around, and then these providing light everywhere, and they are every two. The lights are every 2 sets. And there's also occasionally a light there, and then we've just got some clay because that went good with the colour of jungle, just to finish off at the very end because I needed something for there. Somewhere we missed was here because we went inside the other side of that wall, which is where all the wood was, and since we were going in there we didn't see out here. But we've got a rabbit farm and there's a rabbit spawner up there, and if I go along you can see that storage that way. But here we have a fish, what should be a fish farm and tropical fish farm, and the other types of fish would continue that way, but this is as far as I got with building, so I haven't done any more than that. So let's go back to that enchanted area. Right, so back here, and let's slowly go around. The secret door is over there. Oh, I can't get through because of our little mushroom light. And if we crouch, I can get behind that grass into this tiny little space, open up this trapdoor, and we've got more lights, shotgun lights, and I can come here to our little tunnel connecting mine and Posmi's house that took forever to make, but looks really cool, inspired by an image on Pinterest. And we've got these leaves coming out of we've got these leaves on all sides, and we used azalea so that we could put flowers around and it would blend in just to have some little colour. But then we've got orange flowers, which Posmi's colour, blue for me, and then these lilies because they're one of Posmi's favourite, and I added this one because it's the same colour but different style, and the purple ones because they go with the azalea. So, and we've got these lanterns hanging down at different depths to give it light, and this is meant to be like an abandoned mineshaft tunnel railway thing, hence all these campfires, oh, hit my head there, that look like abandoned tracks. I guess we could have used rail tracks, but these stick up more and you can see it between all the grass, but every single bit of floor has either a leaf, some grass, a flower, or a piece of track on it. And if we go right this way, we come to Posmi's end, go up the little water chute, and we are back at the nether portal. Okay, so I've gone and spectated to the cave that I was talking about, and this is part of it. So it goes all the way over here, there's more down there, then we got this big open bit, wait for it though, there's a geode there, and it goes and opens up all the way this way to the other side of going back this way, other side of a big cave down here. So if we go all the way down, where we were a moment ago was that way, but you can see it goes very far this way as well. And if we go back to heading this way, if I go down, you can see all this mine shaft over the lava and blocks where someone's tried to get down without dying. And we can go back to where we were a moment ago over this side, and there's another geode and all this, but if I come this way and turn right, it keeps going as well. There's a bit down there and you can see it all up here, and then it continues around this way. Oh, there's a diamond. We must have missed that. And finally we have the long awaited end. So we have the portal with this purple area covering it, and if we come up here, we've got the inner ring going right round using glowberries to kind of act as pillars but also lighting. You can see that goes all the way really far down. Then we've got these bridges that have lights in at regular intervals, and the beacons on the pillars also give swiftness to get along quicker. But in the central cross 4 we have purpler, keeping with the purple theme in the middle, but then we go and we have earth, so we've got green and leaves, and then we can go around. These are to keep those arches of the middle, but not as much since this ring is huge. But we've got 4 of those, and then we come back to a purple one, and then we've got fire, which is all nethery, and we've got lava hanging down, and an inverted roof, just because it was different. And then again, there is 4 of those, and another purple, an air. This roof was meant to be kind of leaf shaped, going with the air theme, and we went with white and grey for that. And again, we have 4 of those, then another purple to separate them, and we have water, which is prismarine based, and we even have water going down too, and a little coral area at the very back. And though what's different about these is they're slightly more at the back because of that water bit, and they're open at the sides. We also have some stuff hidden in the roof. So there we go. Here is the end as a whole. That's it for the 1.18 World Tour. It has been way more longer than I thought, but there's a lot of stuff. So I wonder how long the next one will be, because now we get to go to 1.20. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye!